What's up, Mei Meis? How's everybody doing? What's going on, Mei Meis? Happy Saturday! YouTube is doing some things, y'all. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but some must be happening. But what's up? Happy Saturday, everybody! Yes, how y'all doing? I hope everybody can see me today. Happy Saturday, ladies. What's going on? Yes, honey. How's everybody doing? We had some fun this Saturday, honey. We had some fun on Friday. Girl, this ain't no costume. This is an outfit I went out, honey. What you talking about costume? Thank you. Thank you, Tanya. What's up, Miss Shirley? What's up, Denise? What's up, Tanya? Miss O? Honey, this is not a costume. This is something that I would wear out on a date. Intimidating as hell, ain't it? Thank you. Thank you. Not an imperial costume. I told you, Miss Shirley, this is how your girl is over the top. I am an over the top diva, baby. All day, every day. Even when I go to work, honey, this is how a girl come in stomping. Okay? Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Everybody have a good day? What's up, Warren? What's up, Lorraine? Hey, Shannon. What's going on? Shannon's one of our new Mei Meis. I just wanted to sit up here and say I had a ball with all the Mei Meis who came into my Zoom get together. It was a last minute thing, so don't none of the other Mei Meis get mad. But we had a small little Zoom yesterday on makeup and stuff since nobody had nothing to do, and everybody's always asking me about my makeup and stuff. So I did a small little Zoom for the girls, and next time we're gonna do shadows. I just gave them a basic look, pretty much what I do to this is what I would look like on a normal day. Yes, over the top, honey. And we just did a small little makeup thing. It was hilarious, honey. Had some wine, cigarettes, and everything, sitting there just talking shit. And there's people from Germany. What is that? Crazy ass Brenda from Germany. Miss Shirley from over in California. I'm stuck over here, so yeah, okay, there we go. Miss Shirley from California, Miss Verna from Pittsburgh. We had Miss Kevy from ATL. So we had a good little time on our little Zoom and everything. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Shannon. All right. So next time I do it, come over to Discord. When you come over to Discord on Wednesdays, we get together and we talk over there. And we come up with stuff to do since everybody's kind of locked down. But anyway, next time you can catch it, Navy. So Envy, I'm sorry. Honey, this computer is acting crazy. I don't know what's going on with the internet today. So if I'm stopping and starting, I'm getting that feedback too. Must be something going on in the atmosphere or whatever. They did say that we were having a couple of solar storms and all kind of shit is popping off on the globe. So Most High is doing his thing. I'm staying the fuck out the gym. Anyway, on to what y'all came here for. Baby Rebel Princess is wrapping up. Yes, it is. And honey, it is not leaving anything. It is definitely delivering. It is leaving nothing, no rock unturned. But baby, from episode 61 up to 67. Now, China Zone playing with my emotions right now because they could have threw 68 up there and we could have ended this shit, okay? But they leaving the finale, I guess, for either today or sometime next week. She said the bling and the dress is perfect. Actually, this is a shirt, honey. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Mother don't pay a lot for her shit. This shirt costs $17.99 at motherfucking Walmart. Okay? I don't know why some girls can go to Walmart and come out looking a hot mess. And this bitch come out looking like chicness. Okay? $17.99, baby, at Walmart. Yes, girl. Okay? You can do this too. I am a diva on a budget, baby. Okay? The only thing, like I told y'all, the only thing I pay for is what I put on my face. All right? Dollar earrings, girl. This costs about $8. Okay? All affordable. You just got to know how to work your shit. That's all. You just got to know how to work your shit, baby. You ain't got to spend thousands of dollars to look like a diva. You really don't. You really don't. Okay. It is like it's like a shimmery. It's very soft. All of it just sits on you. You can wear this in the summertime. I love this shirt. I got a white one and a black one. He said, because you know what works best. I do. Like I said, I don't look right in name brand stuff that, the latest hood wearing shit. That don't look right on me. It don't. I look odd as hell. I'll be honest with you. Like, what? So when I wear my stuff, everybody looks at me like, damn, where did she get that from? And it's because I know how to put what works for me better on. Okay. All right. So back to Rebel Princess. Honey, these are the episodes. These episodes with the maid, honey, that betrayed Awa. Child, all I gotta say is motherfuckers broke bitches with money. When they finally get a dime, they act like a fucking fool. Okay? They act like a fucking fool. I'm sitting up here like that was the whole part I had, the whole part that I was very upset with the maid as well as with Mr. Song. Okay? I was highly upset with both of them because you supposed to be low class. And usually with people that are low, don't have a lot of money and shit, they get some money. They know how to act right. Hey, I've been there, done that. I ain't got to act like no motherfucking fool because I know what it is to be broke. I know what it is not to have. And when I get some money, I'm not going to be like that. I was expecting, Song to be more like the general. Now, he about that. He want to be snooty. Like, I don't know you broke motherfuckers so well. And baby, the maid was right with him. I'm sitting up here like, I sit up there and looked at that bitch like, let me tell you something. I've been rich all my life, ho. Behave, bitch. Because you inside of an entire area you know nothing about. I'd advise you to behave, honey. I like the fella fuck out what she did. I'm like, check that bitch, tell her, honey, you only been rich, you only been inside a little bit of money for 5 seconds. And on top of that, you weren't born into this shit, bitch, you being a hoe. And you trying to be, you literally a hoe on the side. You a side piece, a glorified side piece. And you trying to step to me? You got me fucked up, girl. Behave. I love that part. But I don't know why she knew that the emperor was still stuck on Awa. She should have known when the brother checked her ass when he said, when she came to the house, announced that I'm here. Bitch, you used to be a maid. What the fuck is you talking about? Huh? It was hilarious. And then when the brother sat up there and bust the whole entire bubble, like, we know that bun in the oven right there ain't the emperor's, honey. So you might as well cut the fucking act up in here. Okay? It was hilarious. I sit up here, that girl face went from to I'm sorry. Y'all know a bitch hoe. She ain't a hoe, but she got basically raped. I told y'all that man was raping her every time he saw her. You know what I'm saying? But her attitude just stunk. And when she did get busted out, I didn't feel anything for her. And when the emperor found out, he looked at that baby like, that nose ain't man. This motherfucker too brown. At first, I thought it came out with some tattoos. I thought he had some shit on his face, like the dude that was raping. I'm like, oh. The way they was looking at the baby, I'm like, what's wrong with it? You know what I'm saying? But he looked at that baby like, this baby too motherfucking brown, that nose too wide. This ain't got shit to do with me. And honey, I don't know why is it that she just could have told him straight up, hey, you asked me to come out here and betray Awa, okay? You asked me to do this. And I got fucking raped doing it, bitch. Now, what? I didn't know whose baby it was going to be. All right? So she could have came out and got gangster with the brother like that and made her feel bad about what the fuck he made her do. Okay? But she was doing the most, babies. Broke bitches with money. I'm telling you, it never fucking fails. It never fails. Bitches that ain't never had nothing, get something. That's all I gotta say. It's always sad. It's always a sad situation. Then finally she get busted out. He ready to kill this bitch all of a sudden because the baby ain't his. All right. He ain't got no IY, no baby, nada. And he ain't really being the emperor anyway. He's being silly. He's still stuck. They need him to take care of the actual country. This motherfucker here drawing pictures of IY. Real shit going on. Meanwhile, we go and flip over to Daddy Wong. The gangster, man. He gangstered out. That motherfucker had a New Jack City moment, baby. He in there like, eat the motherfucking cake, bitch. Eat, motherfucker. I was like, girl, Daddy Wong basically is a psychopathic, crazy motherfucker, for real, for real. He was in there with his son, and his son was like, well, you know, when they killed the IY's, pretty much her mother's maid that raised the brother and IY, because she walked in and saw some shit that was crazy. Trying to clean an area where the mother ain't at. That was just kind of dumb. I was just like, okay, girl, whatever. And then she pushed her way in and saw that her IY's daddy is still alive. And he was like, X that bitch with no problem. And they Song set himself up, basically. He's like, she can't see us in here. And he just went on ahead and took her on out. And he's 100% on for anything that Daddy Wong is talking about, because Daddy Wong basically promised him, hey, you hang out with us, you do this thing we need you to do, I'll make you my honorary son up in this bitch. But the thing about Daddy Wong is he'll promise anybody anything and he ain't gonna come, he's not gonna come through with it. You're only being used as a pawn. And the sad part about it is Song watched this same game happening with the general. And this is how stupid he is. He is so fucking stupid and slow. You can't watch somebody else fuck over somebody else and put them in a trick bag and then turn around and think it ain't gonna fucking happen to you. I understand he dirty, Flocka. You understand what I'm saying? I understand Daddy Wong ain't to be trusted as far as you can throw a fat bitch across the street. You don't trust this motherfucker on nothing. You don't go in with him on shit unless you know for a fact you got some type of insurance or some kind of way up out of that shit. People like Daddy Wong, you don't mess with. And unless you able to tangle with them. And if you notice, even with the general, he came toe-to-toe with the general, but it was a certain way he handled the general from a distance. If you peep how the general moved, okay? He did not sit up there and get in with him because he knew from the go, with the shit he did with Awa, his own daughter, why the fuck would this motherfucker be on my side? He only married Awa to him so he would have the ability to control an army when he got ready to do what he was going to do. He was going to handle it from another type of way. You get what I'm saying? He was going to try to handle him in a way of the legal area and put our general in a trick bag where he can't move legally. But to come to him and say, come in on this dirty shit with me like he did Song, he would have never done that with the general. Never. Because the general would have went for it. He would be like, man, kiss my ass. I'm not going to do this shit. Okay? Now, it says, show you, it says, what now? Oh, Jada, that's a new one. It says, show you how people show who they are and believe them. Exactly. When they show you how to believe them. And he did not look at Daddy Y as, I watched this dude fuck over the general and now he's in my face asking me to do some shit and not thinking for 5 seconds that this shit could turn on me. I'm not even nowhere near as smart as the general, but I'm going to get in bed with this motherfucker. You out your league. You have to know when you out your league with certain motherfuckers. You sit back and watch them do some dirty shit with another motherfucker and then they want to hang out with you. Girl, you might want to rethink that shit. Because you don't know what the fuck they asking you to come and hang out with them for. Because getting 9 times out of 10, you finna be the motherfucking fall guy. And whatever they got going on. Okay? It says, Shay Chu, yeah, he was too smart. And Song is an idiot. So he's going in for the money because he want to be one of them. He want to be somebody. Remember that last week? Everybody wants to be somebody. He a perfect example of motherfucking broke motherfucker that'll do anything to feel like he a part of some of the upper class or something like that. Look, I am a broke bitch in the ghetto. I do not give a fuck about hanging around rich people. I don't. In fact, I don't like hanging around them. Motherfuckers are freaks. They strange and they kind of motherfucking crazy. Once you get to know them. I had one episode that let me know the rich crew ain't where I need to be. I went to a golf tournament with my boss, and baby, let me tell you something. We was all at the dinner, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm on a green where Tiger Woods is played and shit, riding around on golf carts. And these motherfuckers, we went to the dinner. I'm the only black bitch sitting there, and I'm sitting up here saying, well, I guess I'm special. No, honey, as soon as the drink started flowing, motherfuckers get touchy-feely and shit sitting next to you. Then all of a sudden they want to sit up here and say, you want to come home with me and my wife and play? What the fuck you mean play? Huh? No, get your motherfucking hand off my knee. What y'all doing? Swingers and shit. Weird shit going on that you ain't never been a part of, and they want to bring you in. Now, a naive, silly motherfucker that want to get in because this is mayor such and such and this is governor such and such will take their ass down that road thinking that, oh, I'll get in with them real good and I'll get me some fucking money. It's some people out here that'll do some strange shit for some change. And I'm going to tell you something. That's in real fucking life. Me, I'm not that bitch. My soul ain't cheap like that. Sorry. But it's the people that will do and walk on and like, yeah, I guess I can hang out with y'all. It sounds like fun. Nah, you ain't going to get me on tape on no crazy shit. All because I want my status. I want to be seen with the people with the Lamborghinis and the Bugattis and the Maseratis. No. There's a price to some of that shit. And Song is giving us the example of a person, he gonna kill, he gonna betray, he gonna do whatever fuck he need to do to get that bag. Okay? Now, we sit up here and see him kill the maid, and then the brother acting like when Awa and the general showed up and they're looking for that motherfucking maid, I was like, see, that's a husband and wife. Ain't gonna be no mixing up going on here. They knew it was some funny shit going on. And when they came back home and sat the fuck down and said, look, we got it's some strange shit going on up in this motherfucker, and we need to come up with we need to make these motherfuckers come up out their holes. Let these monsters come on out these holes, because it's some back shit going on in the background we don't know nothing about, and we don't know who the players are. And when they came up that little plan, I didn't know what the plan was gonna be, but baby, when that plan came out, I was scared to the motherfucker. I was sitting up here, did she just tell my general that he ain't nothing but a regular old rash broke motherfucker in front of everybody? I'm like, oh, wow, girl, what's your words? I was like, ah. And when they flashed back and sit up there and showed it that, you know what I'm saying? This was a plan. I was like, oh, Lord. Lord. But anyway, going back a little bit, when Awa basically found out that they had killed the maid, took the baby and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? That was sad. But when the maid herself, when that maid of hers basically was thrown out into the street and they was just going to take her little baby or whatever, I don't know what they was going to do to the baby ain't royalty at all. You figured they was going to kill it. When she stood up there, told her, met her out there, and that bitch came clean about how the fuck she actually felt about her, that scene right there, I wished I've had moments like that with people who I knew. My spirit knew, this bitch don't like me like that. She just hanging out with me because she wants to be in the crowd that I'm in. But you wish you had those moments with certain heifers. You know what I'm saying? Where this bitch actually tell you the truth of how she saw you for years. Even though y'all grew up as shorties, the bitch let you know, I'm a jealous motherfucker. She's sitting there damn near thinking that she finna die, that this bitch gonna give her something to drink and poison her ass. I just sit up here and gave her something to motherfucking drink so she could truly see who the fuck she was dealing with. She's like, who the fuck did I have up underneath me? You know? Is the hate that real? You don't even know what the fuck you hating for. You know? And it was just really sad. It said Sean should have been a good husband. He had his own little wife. She was a good little woman. You know what I'm saying? And she was down for what Awa said. We all run together like family. She was down for the motherfucking team. Song was full of shit. And it was just really sad to see that. Now, moving on. We sit back, we get past that point. She give her little baby, say, bitch, get the fuck on. The only thing I can say that saving grace for that little maid was she knew how to get that bitch respect. I would have gave her respect too. You saved me and my child, okay? And I was looking at, you done gave birth to this baby. Something bad happened to it. I'm trying to have a baby and can't have one. I don't want to see nobody lose their fucking kids. Go ahead, bitch, get the fuck on and don't remember my name. We done, all right? Now, Daddy Wong and the brother. Like I said, that was the most funniest fucking thing when that man, he turned black on his ass. He turned black daddy. He's like, what if it's Awa? Something happened to Awa. What you gonna do? Now, he basically told him, if the bitch get in my motherfucking way, she can go too. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all like that. Not for real, for real. I want to be emperor, bitch. That's the whole end of the game right there. All right? Fuck you, fuck my sister, fuck Awa. It's about the Wayne family staying on top. Now, you want to ride with your daddy? Ride. Hey, get on the shotgun. If not, shut the fuck up. And we sit up there and say, now go ahead and eat. He did it. Eat the cake at her, right? I was like, eat, boy. Who the fuck can eat after that? When you basically telling me that if I get in your way, if my sister get in your way, off of that bitch too, fuck her. That lets you know what kind of pops you got right there. That dude ain't got no heart. He a straight gangster, baby. Gangster with a fucking big capital G. He gives zero fucks. All right? The best thing you could do when you run into a person like that is stay the fuck out their way. I've ran into bosses like that. I've ran into owners like that. I've had to actually sit down and battle with motherfuckers like that. And I'm telling you, either you're going to have that same attitude when you deal with people like that, or you don't need to be in their presence, baby, because they a different type of monster. And if you ain't ready for that monster, honey, you need to sit your ass down somewhere. For real. All right? Now, all Daddy Wong showed me was with these ministers. And that was another thing that brought me back that really got me. Is that these ministers, when our general came up and made the emperor do what he needed to do, as far as respecting them boys that died on the field for their country, it's the same shit they do right here in America. They say every president gets on TV. I don't give a fuck who it is. Who's your favorite president? I don't care who it is. It's all about the soldiers. It's all about the soldiers till they get what the fuck they want. And then when them boys come back maimed, fucked up, crazy, they don't want to do shit for them. If you ever been to a VA fucking hospital, those men are not taken care of like royalty, which they should be. They stand on a wall and keep watch so your ass can walk around here and be free. All right? To keep other motherfuckers from coming over here blowing your ass up because we big ass bullies in the world. And it showed me when that general stood up and said, you going to respect these dudes that put their lives on the line so you rich motherfuckers can have your rich lives. Because if it ain't for us, other motherfuckers will be coming in these walls and fucking y'all up every day. And that's what's wrong with America right now. They don't respect the poor. They don't respect the people that fight for them. They don't, once they have no use to you, they throw you away. Once they have no use to them, they throw them away. Don't give a fuck. How you figure you got so many veterans on the street homeless? That should never be. That should never be. Them men should always have a place to stay. But they on the street homeless, crazy than a motherfucker, ain't got no help, no mental help, no nothing. They don't give a fuck about them boys. But they sure asked you, join the army, fight for your country. Fuck your country. If that's how I'm going to end up, it's really sad. Come back, you handicapped and they don't want to take care of you. You understand? And I looked at that and I saw the correlation between our world and their world, and nothing has changed. Not a goddamn thing. Yeah, and I believe that it's everywhere. Now, they put their lives on the line. They want to be proud. They want to fight for freedom, and they give them this motherfucking script. And when they come back fucked up, oh, what are you talking about? We can't do anything for you. The same way when they did that, when they went and ran over the Capitol, and all the National Guard was there to protect Congress, and then half of these people that showed up to protect them motherfuckers got COVID, laying on the goddamn floor. And then once it was over, oh, y'all can go on somewhere. In fact, we don't even want you laying on the floor in here. Why don't you all go inside and stay in the parking lot where it's cold and it's bullshit? I'm sitting up here like, see, that would have been the end of it for me. The next time these crazy motherfuckers want to run up in here and kill you raggedy fucking bitches, let them. I don't know if y'all saw that on TV. Those men stood there guarding the perimeter for them because they were so scared of the American people coming back and fucking their asses up. And they treated those people like garbage. They made them sleep in the parking lot. They had them sleeping on floors. But on TV, you got Nancy Pelosi standing there like she's made you doing speeches and shit. And this bitch got these people staying and laying on the floor. And most of them contracted COVID from not even being where they were supposed to be spaced out. And then once that started to happen, oh, get them the fuck out of here. Put them in the basement, honey. Put them in a parking lot somewhere. We don't need that. That's what the rich folks do. And it's a shame. So when he did make that emperor pay respects to them boys that gave their lives, I was, do that, general, because they don't even fucking do that shit. They play it. They play it here for the cameras. But in real life, the shit that these men need when they come back home, they ain't giving them nothing. So it's a lot of correlations that I saw in our world and in that world that just matched too crazy. And then the other thing was, honestly, Daddy Wong reminded me of Mitch McConnell. Quiet as kept. He really does. Crazy motherfucker, ain't giving up power, still sitting in the back, even though he's supposed to be dead and out of power. He's still running shit. Yeah, they passed the COVID stimulus today. But it's got some bullshit in it. I guarantee you. They trying to open up everything. It's just sad. But anyway. So now everybody knows that Daddy Wong is back. He wants to be the emperor. Now I'm thinking he was gonna bring the baby with him, and that he was just gonna be regent and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah. He wanted to fucking kill the goddamn baby. If it wasn't for his son having a goddamn soul, that baby would have been dead out in the ditch somewhere. And then the man come back and basically say, you know, somebody took the baby. You know who took the baby? It's his son. Daddy Wong is literally prepared for every scenario that possibly could be. It says SQ was confronting Zatan about the death of the soldiers, and the prime minister was afraid to reveal that it was Long, the empress. Yeah, and he still can't. That's another thing. Thank you, Lorraine. Whew. That hamhead bitch does something to my nerves. Bitch, you on your deathbed, you seeing things, you fucked up, your hair see now, and you still fucking around playing with this throne. You ain't figured it out. It ain't for you yet, ho. I'm sitting up here like, how far do you have to go before you realize this is not the right way for me to go? It was her and Zatan. Her together. Both of them playing on two different areas, two different sides. But they got to the same means they wanted. But, she wanted the grandbaby to be on the throne, and he wanted to be the emperor. But the whole point is they killed majority of the general's people and tried to kill the general. And the sad part about it is that old man is still trying to love on that old bitch that is clearly no good. And then the other thing was when Awa and Zatan had a moment to talk, and she's trying to puff this motherfucker sad bipolar bitch up. I know when she walked in that room and saw him laying on that ground drunk and shit, I know she had to have that moment And every woman has that moment when you see a guy that you used to be head over heels with, and y'all was in a relationship and shit went south, and then you see that motherfucker later, and you like, ew, I missed a fucking bullet. She definitely had to have one of the moments, because I was having one of the moments for her. I'm like, girl, look at that mess on that floor. And you was trying to run away with that. Girl, look at the man you got. You need to be falling out thanking Jesus right now. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for not listening to all prayers. And I do thank God that he don't listen to all prayers, because I have looked back at some of the people who I was head over heels for with crushes, and you see the motherfuckers today, and you like, girl, what the fuck was I thinking? Okay? She tried to stop him and get him back on point and save his life. And he was sitting there with the way he was laughing in front of the in front of the general. I was like, Lord, you better slow down, dude. Because our general seems nice and sweet, but that motherfucker will handle your ass and hand you some whoop ass quick and fast and in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? I know she was like, thank God I did not take that shit. Thank God I did not run away with this motherfucker here, because I would, her and her personality with that weak motherfucker, that wouldn't have lasted a month. When shit gets real, oh no, honey. That wouldn't have lasted a month, baby. That part got me. I was like, girl, that part showed me many times in life. I have ran back into people, and I said, Lord, thank you that you did not let that happen. Because, honey, every woman that had that story. It says, I was trying to tell Zatan that don't love to love him more and say, yes, you gotta puff this motherfucker up, because honestly, I think she knows something else is coming. They're coming for him. He ain't got time to lay down and cry like a bitch. Motherfucker, you better straddle yourself up like a motherfucking man, motherfucker, and hey, fuck this shit about you being in love with me. These motherfuckers are coming for your head. We ain't got time for all that fucking wow shit. It said the general did humiliate him. And it says, and Shaqir killing him is the worst fate to death. Yeah, he would be a worse fate to death, because he's gonna get killed by a better motherfucker. They're like, I'm better than you, bitch. It's a couple of motherfuckers I love to say that to in this life. Okay. It said, but honestly, the general should have killed him and put his ass out his motherfucking misery and sent his ass on the hill where his ass belonged, period. Mad to the motherfucker. Because I sure would have. Fuck. And them old ass rich people that was down at the end, their ass would have went next. But that's the part that got me. Daddy Wong showed up like, I crawled up out of coffin, motherfuckers. Y'all thought y'all got rid of me? And that little old man was like, he's all for the country, but yet you following this hamhead empress. He talks her two ways out of his mouth. And then the younger guy is one of the senators. That's one of the ministers. He gets on my nerves because he knew all of this shit was fucked up. He put it together in his own mind that funny shit was going on with the empress and this old man. So I agree. Awa and Escher killed, and I think it would have honestly, Daddy, when only thing that I'm hoping for and that I'm loving right now is that they're showing that Awa and her husband are still working together, and Daddy Wong, just like he was in the beginning, is still going to be that enemy that is going to. She got to go head to head with her daddy. It started with him and her, and it's going to end with him and her. I guarantee you it. Okay? All of this started with him throwing her out, using her as a pawn to get the general. So he would have an army to take over, and it didn't work that way. So he's coming back at it from another way, using a more sillier motherfucker that he can control, which is Song. Because the only thing that he was missing, he had the prince. He got that chess piece, the prince, the little tiny baby. And then he could, and him being a former minister, he could get that part again, bringing him in. He's got the seal of the king. And on top of that, he's set up here and tricked Song or I say seduce Song into basically being the muscle that he needs to come in and rebel. He had all the parts to the puzzle that he needed. This man has anticipated everything. That's what you call a master chess player. You can't play with him playing jacks. You got to play with him knowing what the fuck you doing. Okay? It's some people that came to play and other motherfuckers that came to play. And he has to be handled by somebody just as smart as him, and that would be our general. He's got to be blocked by somebody with the same what do you call it, bully energy. But the general has a bully energy, but he's an intellect with it. See, Daddy Wong is a bully with intellect, and the general is force with a heart and intellect. He actually gives a damn about people. Daddy Wong don't give a fuck about nobody but himself, honey. Daddy Wong is funny. I love him as y'all understand. I love watching this man as a character. He is the fucking bomb. I love him. He says, I feel like he is not considered. He don't give a damn about his daughter. When he does, his ambition is more what he cares about. He cares about his ambition this much, and he cares about his kids this much. He don't completely not love them. He just don't. His ambition is more higher, and his want of revenge is more higher than his love for his children. It's just that simple. There's a lot of people like that. They love for money and power is way bigger than their children. Hell, our president was like that. He don't give a fuck about his kids like that. He got one kid like a little bit more than all his other kids. And even her, he'll throw that bitch underneath the motherfucking bus if he have to. Exactly. Sound just like Trump. I told y'all. If he got to throw the one he likes the most underneath the bus, Trump will do that. The motherfuckers, he don't give a fuck about them. That's what Daddy Wong's whole point was, the throne. In the beginning, it was the throne. When he was trying to get rid of the first initial emperor that was there. He wanted to get back at him on you made me kill my woman type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I want to take the fucking throne and fuck you up and your people with it. All right? It says, yes, he was painful. It says, I don't like, he said, it says, she the maid that came from I think it's called Niazu or wherever the general came from, she was initially with the general and she married Song. It was really sad because she was basically screaming, telling him she already know how this shit gonna go. She like, baby, come on home. You don't want to do this. And that motherfucker sat up there and shot that arrow at that bitch. Oh, we want to play like that? She knew that was the it. And the sad part is she let the kid go because when he gets in trouble in China, they finna wipe out the whole motherfucking family. When Song go down, they killing everybody. They killing the wife, they killing his kid, they killing everybody. They're not finna play with him. And he's from a low class. So you know they gonna kill him. The only people who get a little bit of leeway are the nobles. You all know that from watching Chinese dramas. The nobles are the only one that get leeway and can be possibly worked out of getting killed. But when it comes down to regular motherfuckers, commoners, oh, your whole family going, baby. Bye. You kiss your ass goodbye. So she already knew how this was going to go. She was smarter than him on that tip, if you think about it. Yes, it did make sense, Denise. I told you, remember, you got to understand, the commoners and the nobles, two different classes. The nobles got power. Their families are also the reason why the throne got money. Okay? Those nobles can get exiled. Low class people who have those same people that they trying to get, that Song's trying to get in with, will turn on him and say, you rebel. And that's exactly what Daddy Wong is going to do. He dangled a carrot in front of his face. But he still thinks in his mind that they are not as good as him. You got to remember that whole entire group of prime ministers had issues about the lower class getting to be more powerful. That's what this whole thing was about. And Daddy Wong used that to be able to try to steal the throne the last time. You got to understand, this is about keeping separate the two classes. And those ministers will sit up there and in a minute, New York Minute, with Daddy Wong standing there saying, well, Song did this, and he helped revolt, and he got to go, and we gonna kill him and his wife. And they were like, we'll exile him. Why would we exile some low class people? Them same ministers are gonna turn and say that shit. Kill them all. You saw how they did to Mei. She even helped when she was helping the emperor. And they turned around and they wanted to make sure his man was free from Awa. She ain't shit but a maid. Kill that bitch so he can be free of all of that and put it behind him. That's how they treated people that ain't nobles. Nobles are the only ones that can get exiled. They ain't gonna exile no regular person. Might as well just kill him to be over with. Said, look what happened to Zatan's mom. She took the fall for the crime, and they were all going to be killed until Awa cut a deal with the empress. Exactly. But they were nobles. And that's the only reason why that was even handled that way. Okay? Remember what happened with the empress's maid? When she pulled that shit with the baby? She was gonna try to make her the girl ran in and sat up there and told the empress, no, not the maid, but the country cousin. When she was gonna try to make her apologize and make the maid apologize and all this stuff, she's like, I'm not finna make nobody fucking apologize to you, bitch. What we look like? They don't do that to each other. It's just like, remember I told y'all, when Trump got in trouble, he did that insurrection shit, and then they put him on trial to make sure he don't run for office and try to impeach a motherfucker that ain't even a president no more. If they would have convicted him, he should have went to jail. But what did I tell you? Rich people don't convict other rich people. Because if they do, they're signing their own death certificate. You understand? Because that's going to be precedent for anything that anybody else get caught doing. You gotta understand how rich folks work. It's fucked up, but they never gonna sit up there and prosecute their own. No. Was y'all surprised when they said he was acquitted? I wasn't. I told y'all they was gonna do that shit. Rich people don't prosecute other rich people. And that's the same thing you're watching right here on this Chinese drama. It says Daddy Wong was too ruthless. And baby, I told y'all, gangster, baby. Gangster. He don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck, baby, daughter, brother. I don't care. His sister basically killed her own fucking brother. Okay? She killed her man. All over a throne. And then the sad part about it is, the bitch, senile, fucked up, sick, still died on the steps. She didn't die hard enough as far as I'm concerned for the shit that she did. That's the only thing I hate about some of these things that happen in these dramas is that they do not, the evil ones don't die a good enough death for me. You know what I'm saying? Like on Game of the Thrones, when Joffrey got killed and that motherfucker was drinking that wine, that motherfucker was covered up blood really bad. I mean, they fucked his ass up. I was like, die, bitch, die. They don't give satisfying deaths to evil characters. It says, do you remember the prime minister wanted them to go and look at the jade valuables from the SU's house? I'm trying to think. I remember something about that. I think it was a trap or something like that. It says, I knew there was a waste of time and money. Never shocked about rich folks, what rich folks do. Those rich people. Yeah, those they maybe rich people problems, baby. But if you're rich, you also have the ability to fuck motherfuckers up from a distance. That's the reason why they don't do that. And they don't do them in Chinese dramas either. It said they seem to get away with way too much, and they do get away with way too much. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing that people need to understand, this is the reason why I don't care when rich people get away with shit. I understand about the other side, baby. The other side is not what they put in the movies where, oh, you get to see your grandmama and your granddaddy and all your long lost friends when you die. No, when you die, you go to a place that of holding of people just like you, just as ruthless and fucked up as you. And ain't no rest there until judgment. See, people always say, oh, he's there with his wife and they're lovely. No, how you earn this life is you're going to be surrounded with people just like you on the other side. Read Dante's Inferno. And then after you read Dante's Inferno, go read the Apocrypha and see what hell is like for real. And not the Apocrypha. Yeah, it's the Apocrypha, the books of Enoch. You'll see exactly what hell is like. See, Dante's Inferno was copied from the books of Enoch. And you'll see exactly what hell is like. Hell is just, you go to a place with people just like you, who acted just like you in this life. Ain't none of that fucking old mushy Google bullshit. All right? It said, what happened to the cousin that claimed they look like our, oh girl, she look shit like our, they lied to that bitch. They lied to, they took the soul the biggest lie ever. Okay? I'm like, girl, y'all reaching. That bitch was the most pressed version of Awa, if I can say so. Okay, honey, she went over there with the bad guys family and married her brother, and that's another one he finna bring. I think he may bring back into this. I'm not sure because he's not finished either. The one that's out in the other who got the throne from the bad guy missing the hand. I'm not sure if he's finished either, but like I said, they fighting their asses off in this particular last scene in 67, and 68. We gonna find out how all of this shit ends. So I know some of y'all already seen it. It says the last thing she was in labor, and she tried to kill Awa, and it went all south. It went way wrong, honey. It went way wrong, and I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if she lost her baby or not, but we gonna find out because I got a funny feeling they're gonna bring them motherfuckers back. I got a funny feeling they're gonna bring it back. Okay, so we are at the last episode, honey. I don't know why China's on playing with my emotions like this. They could have put that fucking 68 out and we would have been done with this segment. So what I wanted to tell you is that right now I'm watching the Sword of Brocade, the Sword and the Brocade. It seems okay. It's giving me a story of Mei vibes. I'm just, at times I get irritated with certain dramas because the story of Mei was done so nice and it built so well, and you just got to love the general, you got to love Mei, you got to love the members of her family, especially the grandmama, and in this one, when a drama starts out with the head bitch in charge, the head diva of the house, the main wife, fucking up somebody's kid, that's fucking up the sad bitch's kid, it's going to be one of them dramas that's going to have your ass like this. Woo! I'm going to hate this bitch. they making you hate her from the door. From episode, the first 3 minutes, you're going to hate this old bitch through the entire drama. Okay? And this general is giving me, not I'm a bad motherfucker, guys. He can't even look. His whole house is full of bitches he didn't even pick, I feel like. He don't even like these hoes. And all they doing is scheming to make sure that their children are in good positions for maybe a city job or a county job. That's how I feel like this is about. Okay. The girl that's coming in, they showing that she's a smart and crafty one. That she got some love interests that are going to be, on her. But we all know how this is going to go. The mamas and the sisters and the aunties is all coming in to try to make sure a marriage goes a certain way. She's married into a house with about 4 bitches already in it. Okay. So you already know it's going to be fighting. So if you like the sword of the sword and the brigade, let me know if you all are enjoying that right now. And if so, we'll have a conversation about that next week. But so far, it's giving me Story of Mei Ling vibes, and it kind of irritated me because it's classy, it's not as smooth. You know what I'm saying? Coming off a royal, coming off a rebel princess, you just want more smoothness in the drama. You know what I'm saying? General is weak. I can't stand a man who can't fight. The bitches is just running everything. It's irritating. It really is. It says, "I know she needs to stop. I know what to do. What to do. Yeah, she don't know what to do." You know what? I haven't gotten a chance to get back into fighting you because I've been skipping around between Benicio. I am in love with that show, Mr. Benicio, baby, honey, the Korean Italian mafia lawyer who is just he is my kind of dark side man. He is the perfect match for my darker side. I could rock and roll with that boy. He is such a turn on for me. I love watching him. He looks dainty and unthreatening, but that motherfucker will bring it, baby. He will set it off. Okay? He is class, but baby, I'll kill you. And he had them looks, those eyes that when you look at him and he in emotion and he doing his thing, ain't nobody at home but a crazy motherfucker. I love that. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is about revenge. It's about everything, honey. And I had to say on a couple of the episodes that I watched, when the people that the lawyer that was killed came out to help blow up that motherfucking pharmaceutical company, I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. When you bless somebody and something bad happen and them motherfuckers say, you're not going out of here without me coming through, baby. You're not going out without me coming through. I am just coming through the hell. I love that. I absolutely love that. Check out Benicio on Netflix. Every week there's a new episode, and honey, I am sitting there with everything just watching it because you know me, I love fashion, and he wears some really good suits, but he has a way about him that is so classy. And when he talks Italian, girl, I like this little man. He is too much. He is too much. Too much. Too much. Watch that shit. I love it. Okay. It says, word of you. It says, okay, word of honor is like that. Too much. Okay. It's a BL on the okay. It says, yeah, that necklace is doing it. Thank you. Thank you. Honey. So I am so happy you all came by. I wanted to also address something. I know that a lot of people, I talked to you all about what is that, cryptocurrency last time. And I want to do a disclaimer. Look, understand this about cryptocurrency. I suggested Robinhood to you guys because Robinhood is good for beginners. It's an easy platform to understand. And some people like it, some people don't. Robinhood is trying to fix things. It's just like any other company that's starting out, okay? They try to fix things. They got a bad rap because they got called out on something and they're trying to fix what they were doing. When you're dealing in crypto, I need you to understand this. Only spend what you can afford to lose. I have 4 different platforms that I deal with. I deal with DOGECOIN. I deal with Webull. I also deal with crypto.com. I deal with different ones. And the reality is that I'm not spending so much money that if anything happened to the market, I can't recover from. Okay. That's always a rule of thumb. And understand when you are dealing with trading and stocks, that is not a guaranteed area that you will get rich overnight. That is something for patient people. And it's called patient gambling. I'll say that much. Okay. You might not see things may go up and down every day. Like, oh my God, I put $50 in and now it's down at 32. It didn't change how much stock you have. It's just the amount of how much it's worth is lower. And then it'll bounce back up $10. And all of a sudden you're happy again because, hey, I got some money. That's how this shit works. Okay. If you want to play with those things, like I said, rule of thumb. This is a game for big girls. It is not a game for little girls. Or I call them bean counters. If you want to play, understand the rules. Do not spend more than you can afford to lose. If it's $200, you won't miss it. Fine. Play it, let it sit there. If the motherfucking shit turns into 2,000, remember it was $200 once upon a time. But that's how you have to understand how stocks are. That's why more women play with it, more men play with it than women. Because women are like, well, what about I need this and I need that? Whereas this is something that you would do just to see what happens. Okay. It's just like anything else. You can't, if you don't got nothing in, if you don't play, you can't be able to win anything. And this is not winning. This is you sitting back and watching something grow. And you have to look at the companies and see which company speaks to you. To me, DOGECOIN spoke to me because of the fact of it's going to be the platform in which, Cash App, Samsung Pay, Amazon Pay, all of these different things that we use with our phone will be on that kind of a platform. And if you have it, that's a good thing. You're ahead of the game. And the company is doing a lot to be able to build infrastructure around it. So what it's looking like right now, Bitcoin is going to be a situation where it's going to be for rich folks. Then you're going to have Ethereum that's going to be like a silver. You're going to have Ethereum that one coin of Bitcoin is worth $46,000. Once upon a time, it was 8 cents. Okay? I think it's about 49,000. One coin. So you had 8 coins that you just bought in 2015. Didn't think it was going to do shit. Those 8 coins are worth damn near $50,000 a piece. Okay? Trading is not something for people who want money right away. And like I said, Robinhood is good for beginners because you can understand the graphs. You can understand what's happening with the money. And that's the reason why it's for a little guy. If you got dough, mess around with Webull. If you are still in the intermediate area, mess around with crypto.com. I like that one. That's my favorite one all time. Okay. Webull is something just for stocks, for NASDAQ and all of those different places. But Robinhood and stuff is just to mess with cryptocurrency. If you want to throw $50 over here, $25 over there, that's what you play with Robinhood with. Okay. That's nothing that you could miss. Honestly, as much as I spend on cigarettes, I spent $84 for a carton of cigarettes that lasts me about 3 weeks. I'm killing myself with that. I could take that same $84 and just let it sit there and see what it do. You know what I'm saying? What's the platform? It says, now what did you say? I wish a girl, Bitcoin, it was thrown to me a few times, and I'm mad at myself because I had the opportunity to get about at the time, 500 Bitcoin would have cost me no more than about $100 at one point. Do you know what 500 Bitcoin would have been worth to? $5 million motherfucking dollars, girl. Million. 500. I don't even want to talk about it. I would be done lost my mind. Came what, 2 months ago, a month ago, when that shit went through the roof like it did? Hell, I would have lost my mind longer before that because it got up to about $1,800 at one point. Just like Ethereum right now is worth $1,800 a fucking coin. You know, I would have been a rich bitch for real, but I still would have been the same motherfucker sitting right in the ghetto, honey. I'm not stupid. There's nothing rich folks got I want at all. Not a damn thing. But other than the ability to be able to move around and travel the way I want to travel, past that, it ain't really much they got that I really want because I've seen the happiness that they have, and it ain't much. Okay. But at the end of the day, that's the disclaimer. This is a big girls game. This is not for bean counters. If it's not for you, don't go get involved in it. And like I said, companies have their ups and downs, and that also affects stock as well. So you have to be looking at what's happening and the different announcements that come. And right now, Dogecoin is set for a whole bunch of announcements. They putting it on. The NBA is basically at this point. What is his name? Mark Cuban is the NBA owner of the Mavericks. He is getting ready to accept Dogecoin as a way to pay for tickets, baby. This is not going to stay 5 cents for too much longer. So that's the reason why I jumped on that. And like I said, I look at the companies, I see what they're doing, I see where this is going, and I also see how the rich are trying to crash the system right now. They're trying to crash the market because too many little people like me are now playing, and they want that to be for an area for big boys. They don't want you in that arena. So they're trying to crash it and shake all the people away and make you frightened of trading so they can stay in power. That's what this is about. We watch enough Chinese dramas, all of us, to be able to understand what's happening in real life. Maybe I'm blessed to see a game being played a little bit better than other people. You know what I'm saying? But I see what they're doing. They're trying to shake off and people feel like they're gonna get rich right away on stocks. That's not how it works. You have to wait 2 or 3 years if you're gonna play for it to come back to you. Okay. Once upon a time, I owned stock in Krispy Kreme. When they first came out, everybody was buying them damn donuts. Everybody. Okay? And you got to see the game. They trying to get rid of little people who are getting into this crypto, and they will be ready, because at some point you all have to understand our buses, our trains, our cars are all going electric. They really want to get rid of gas powered cars. And Uber and Lyft were literally a practice run of how to get rid of regular people. People started doing the ride shares because that was a way to make money. Now they're looking at, well, we won't have as many accidents if we turn these into self-driving cars. That's the reason why Elon Musk is the man he is right now, because he's coming up with cars that drive themselves. So you don't have to get a car anymore. They're saying, oh, look at how we'll have cars that you can call with your phone and pay for it with crypto. And you can go to work and take a car that drives itself straight to work, or a bus that you don't have to look at a bus driver with his face tied up to get you where you're going. And you know what that also means? Those jobs will be eliminated. Do you understand? You got to start looking at the bigger picture of where this world is trying to go. They're trying to get more and more electronic. And think about it this way. How much do you really even use cash anymore? You got a debit card. Am I correct? You walked around with a debit card, or you order shit online with your debit card virtually in the computer. Right now, if I want to order something and I forgot my debit card and my ID or something, because everybody does that, you do this and your card shows up and you can pay right there with your phone. You don't see where this is going? Y'all don't see where this is going. Ladies, you gotta step it up. And the whole point is that I'm telling you this, just like I did the makeup tutorial yesterday. You want to know how I do things? I'm willing to show people. I've never been a person, I'm not going to tell that bitch nothing. It's a lot of people that's like that. But when it comes down to money and being ahead of my time, I've always been that way. And I can see a pattern, and I can see other people's games happening right before me. And this used to get me in trouble at work, because when you see villains at work and you see what the fuck they doing, it's hard to keep a straight face and say, hey girl, when you know this a bitch up to no good. And now you got to think of a way to be able to cut off this person at the pass to stop digging holes or you falling into their traps. You understand? So when you start looking and start researching and you see the different people who are responding about crypto, you have Warren Buffett talking about, oh, it's not going to go nowhere. And then all of a sudden this motherfucker looking like, well, maybe it is. And then the big guys inside of the hedge funds and shit are looking at this shit. And then all of a sudden you got big banks like JP Morgan and all of these different Wells Fargo and all these people saying we get ready to start fucking with crypto. We don't want to get left behind. When those type of people start saying they get ready to get into the game, I think you need to wake up and understand that the dollar, they see in the dollar going. They need something to replace it with. And right now, what I think they're doing, they're leaning towards Bitcoin. But they're going to do it like a John Wick type situation. See, they're not going to do it and make it fair. They still want to keep poor, rich. Remember, that's never going to be something that goes anywhere in this world. Okay? They're going to make it where Bitcoin is the coin for rich folks. Ether will be you in the middle if you can afford it, but it will also be there with the rich folks. But that DOGECOIN will be what everybody else is using. Watch what I say. They're going to do it just like John Wick. Remember when John Wick was in a hotel? You couldn't come in this hotel unless you had a certain kind of money. That's where Bitcoin came from the dark web, the black market on the dark web. You can buy damn near anything. You buy Bugattis, anything when you have certain type of money on the dark web. You understand? And that's where Bitcoin came from. You couldn't go on there with your $1 million inside the JP Morgan and your ATM card. No, that money don't spend on the dark web, baby. You need something else. And that's the same idea as John Wick. And if you remember, you couldn't even come in the restaurants or any of the places that man was at unless you had those certain types of coins. They finna get ready to make the world like that. Bad money. But anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to put you all up. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm so happy to see all of y'all. Yeah, I am really growing. I'm at what I think 770 subscribers. So I'm getting up there to the 800 area, getting up there. Please like. That's the reason why it is happening. You guys are pushing that like button, and I'm getting seen by more and more people. And our little Mei Meis group is getting big. The original gangsters is still the original gangsters. Y'all know who y'all are. We're going to have to do some inducting of you new ladies soon into the original gangster huddle. But if you want to catch us during the week, I do an Empress Circle on Wednesdays where we talk about all kinds of stuff. And yesterday was a special day because everybody was talking about makeup and they wanted me to help. So they got a chance to see me with no makeup on and help out everybody with different tips and stuff like that. And it was a lot of fun. Girls doing girly stuff, seeing as that we can't be around each other. And it was cool hanging out with everybody online. And I know that nighttime and stuff, that tends to mess everything up. Thank you so much. Like I said, I am really happy that this channel is growing of real ladies who don't mind me talking shit, who don't mind me talking shit about these Chinese dramas and having a good time with y'all. I love every Saturday spending it. I want you all to stay blessed. Please, right now we get ready to open up. The world is, they're trying to open up everything next week. These silly motherfuckers trying to play games with this COVID, and we got all these different variants. They want to take the mask thing away. Wear your mask. Okay, please do not believe what these people are saying out their mouth. They're trying to take the mask mandate away because it's getting warmer outside or whatever. Look, in Chicago in March, it is always still 20 and 30 degrees. Next week is going to be 60 degrees. If y'all don't see the spiritualness of this shit, I don't know what you're looking at. Okay, but these new variants out here, they're easier to spread and they're nastier than the first couple of variants that are out here. So please be careful. Please, please, please be careful. Okay, stay blessed. You all take care. And I will see you all next Saturday, darlings. Bye, babies.